adventure I had the other day. I just out of the blue decided I was going to walk on Dartmoor. This is in Devon, southwest of England. I don't live far from Dartmoor, so I thought, well, why not? I was watching all those like abroad in Japan videos and all that kind of stuff, and thought, why don't I do a video like that, like going somewhere, a going somewhere video? Is that is that a good word for it? And I thought, well, I can't afford to go to Japan because I'm poor. So what can I afford to do? I thought, well, I go on Dartmoor. People like Dartmoor, right? The problem with me doing this is that I have no idea where I'm going. And I thought I'm probably going to get lost if I just start randomly walking. There's my bag. So I thought, well, what I'll do, I'll just kind of stay by the road as cattle grid. Always paranoid about falling in those, getting my foot stuck or something. And I just thought, why don't I just stick where I can see the road, or like just follow the road, follow the yellow brick road, and that will be fine, and I should be fine then. It was really, really hot. This was yesterday. This was yesterday. And I come very poorly equipped here. I got like my just t-shirt and jeans, no rucksack, just a carrier bag. You're doomed walking on Dartmoor when you just go with a if you see anyone walking with a Morrison's carrier bag instead of a proper rucksack, they're an amateur. Everything I do, I kind of want to look like the expert, like big rucksack. What you want to look like a pro, don't you? But I never do. I never go through the effort of. I never do what it takes to look like a pro. This is where we end up basically. Yeah. I probably should, like, I wasn't sure how to record. It's like, do I record it the other way, like the camera up the other way? I'm like, well, if people are watching it on their phones, I don't know. I wasn't sure how to record it, but this is what you've got basically. This is the extent of my. Not sure how this is going to come out on YouTube, but there we are. Probably not fantastic. I did at one point flip my phone around, so you could sort of get the view from the. I'll see what that looks like. I'll find out. I'm thinking of doing like maybe another one of these. It depends if anyone watches this. If nobody watches it, there won't be any more. Put it that way. If a few people watch it, I might do a few more of these. Yeah, I mean, I did originally record audio for this, which came out really awful because it's very windy, although you can't see it. It sounds nice and calm now, all you're hearing is this. But it was very windy, and that comes out on the audio when you're recording walking along. So I thought, well, I'll just re-record it when I get home. It might be, maybe I can, might be better like that anyway. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is not, like I said, this is not far from my house. My voice is going. I can't. As I'm doing this. Oh Lord, how does my voice stop going? Don't know why. Probably because I was talking yesterday whilst I was doing this little walk, and my voice is now kind of gone. At this point where you're watching it, I had no plan whatsoever. There's a little forest, actually. I think this is what I'm trying to show at the moment. There's a little forest in the distance. And it looks like something from Lord of the Rings, like from that distance. And it looks like you can walk down the middle of it. Like through it. It looks like something that you could put in a movie, like we've got to go to, I don't know, Grenlock Forest, you know? And then they show a thing of it. But I don't know, it doesn't look like you can see it that well on the camera. You can kind of see it. But that's because I know where it is. But it was too far to walk to. It was really too far. It's probably from there. That's where you can see it. If you can see it. From there, I don't know. Maybe probably like a 10-mile walk. Maybe. It's in person. Through the camera in person, it looks like you could possibly go there. It looks close enough in person. But as I'm, like I said, I realised when I started walking how far it actually was. And I never would have got there and back. Not in the same day. Not as ill-equipped as I was. I have got this little electric bike. And I'm considering if I took that with me, I could maybe make it to that place. However you get there. But then I've also got the thing of not knowing where I'm going. And just getting a little bit lost. I think there's probably something on my phone, isn't there? Where I could resolve that. And not be so lost. My voice is completely gone. But I don't like doing anything that involves being organised, which is not a great thing if you're walking on Dartmoor. I think the main thing, there's a few mistakes I made. There is a few mistakes I made, and I'll point them out as I go along. I've been watching a lot of Naked and Afraid, if you've not seen it. And it prepared me, and whilst I'm doing this little walk, I'm thinking of all the horrible things that go wrong with them. There's this other thing I watch as well, I used to watch, where they get injured when they go walking and things, and are on their own and things like that. Excuse me. That one is you just worry about all these little things after watching all these programs. It's probably a good thing. That I watched all that stuff. Yeah, I had no idea where I was going here. I just walked. I thought, let's just go. I think my idea was that I found somewhere interesting if I just walked. I think the problem is by the time I got to Dartmoor, because I just walked there from my house, which it's only like 15 minutes down the road, but it's... Oh, here's the thing I found, look. Here's where I found the boot. There's a random shoe. How did that get there? Why? I don't know if you can read the plaque. I don't know why they fenced off a plant like that. It doesn't make any sense. But they did. there's a plaque. I don't know if you can stop the video and read it. I didn't read it. You ever seen Willow? You know the bit in Willow where what's his name? He finds Willow in a cage, doesn't he? It's reminding me a bit of like that. So anyway, what I've got with me, since I'm not showing it, is I've got a little barbecue with me, a little disposable barbecue. I went to the local shop next to my house, and I thought I don't know if they've got disposable barbecues or not, or if they've got them and they're not ridiculously expensive, I'll pick one up and I'll do a little barbecue. And they did. They were a £5. I don't know if that's too much for a disposable barbecue. I'm not sure, but they were a £5, and I thought, oh fuck it, it's only a £5. Let's go for it. Here, where I'm walking here, I'm just sticking to that hedge. I'm thinking, don't walk anywhere where there's nothing I can follow, because that'll result in disaster. So I was just walking by this hedge for quite a while here. Thought, stick to the hedge. I think I was actually looking for a way through. I think at this point I still had it in my head that I was going to walk to the forest. I'm glad I didn't. What I forgot about while doing this walk was that walking there, I also have to walk back, and I kind of just forgot about that. I thought, and yeah, I just went well, you know, didn't really think about that. And honestly, I walked a little bit too far. You'll see how far I go here. It was a little bit too far. I wonder if on my phone I can figure out how far I actually walked. Yeah, anyway, I bought the barbecue. Bought a little lighter to go with it. The only thing I brought steak. The reason I brought steak, I thought, well, steak you don't have to cook all that well, do you? You can have it like sort of rare. So I thought, if I balls the barbecue up a little bit, I can just it'll be fine still. And I didn't know how much of it to bring. I thought, how much am I going to eat? Probably a couple pieces, I thought. And I brought 4 pieces with me, which was too many. I was also worried, like, is someone going to like have a go at me for having a barbecue? I didn't know. Nobody did. Spoiler alert, thank God. A few things went wrong though, as you'll see. Yeah, I think at this point I still had no idea where I was going. I was like, where am I going? Where I'm walking, there's not too far from people. So if I'd broken my ankle on a rock, you know. There's the local riffraff. Wandering about. He's just staring right at me. Oh God. They got funny shaped sort of rectangular eyes, those sheep, Eric. If you get up close to them. It was blazing hot, and I was worried that I was getting sunburnt. I was like, I'm gonna die in this fucking heat, you know. I do go walking quite a lot though. Like, I go walking almost every day, to be honest. So I think I was just being a bit overly concerned that I was gonna run out of steam. Really, I was, you know. My legs are aching today though. I did walk too far. If I do another one of these, because I think just walking for to a place and having a barbecue is not all that exciting, I guess. If I do another one, I think I'm going to buy a little tent, and I'll go a bit further than I did here. I may go all out tent, electric bike, you know, all the equipment. I think just a tent's fine, and just take a bit more water with me. That's the thing, I didn't have that much water with me. If I did this again, I'd take an actual full bottle of water, and I wouldn't take a barbecue again, because the problem with the barbecue that I had is that you have to bring it back again, because I didn't want to be one of those assholes that like leaves a disposable barbecue somewhere, like, even though like obviously you could very easily get away with it, and you know no one's gonna, but it's the thing of like, I didn't want to like be that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm 38. That's the kind of thing teenagers do when they go on Dartmoor, leave their shit, empty crisp packets and things. I'm not doing that. So I brought it back with me. The problem I had, I didn't bring enough water to put it out properly, and I needed the water to drink as well, and I had to carry it whilst it was hot until I got to a little river to put it out properly. So also they're quite big, the barbecues. So next time I'm gonna bring a little gas burner and a little gas burner, can of beans and sausages, yeah, what else can I bring? I'm just trying to think what I want to bring. Here's the weird thing about eating stuff outdoors, it always tastes so much better. Like, I'd never have beans and sausages at home, you know? But walking on Dartmoor, beans and sausages are absolutely fantastic. What else do I want to bring? Beans and sausages. I was going to do the thing of boiling some water if I had to. Like, bring a bottle of water, but also boil some water. What else can I do in a pan? Because here's the thing, I can bring a frying pan as well, couldn't I? I was thinking frying pan, leave the beans and... I don't want to bring too much. Little frying pan, there's my bag. It looks like I'm walking home from the shop in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, little frying pan. Little thing of oil. Bacon, egg. I kind of want beans and sausages. That involves taking an extra pan though. Oh, it'll be worth it. And a bottle of water and a tent. A little sleeping bag. A day like today would be much better. Another problem with the barbecue, you kind of got to have the weather, haven't you? Where a little thing of beans and sausages and that, you can, with a gas burner, you can do it like kind of in the door of your tent, can't you? Even if the weather's a bit horrendous. Can you light those little gas burners with a lighter? I think you're supposed to do it with matches, aren't you? I have to buy a little packet of matches. There's a riff-raff again. I mean, the thing with walking on Dartmoor and that, there's not a whole lot to see, really. I mean, yes, there's the scenery. It's for the scenery. You get the scenery. That's what you get. Yeah, I'm here. What do you call it? I'm walking by the tracks here. You know, I'm not just like going straight off in the middle of nowhere. I think what I'll do if I do another one of these, I'll walk to the same place. But I'll take a tent with me. And I'll go a bit further. I'm so concerned about getting lost. I really am. That's the worst thing. I'll look up, maybe there's something on my phone I can use. Probably not. Not sure. I think the best way to do it is if I just stick to the same route, go the same route again. I've just thought of a brilliant idea. I've just thought of a fantastic idea of how I'm not going to get lost. I'll be recording it, won't I? Then if I get lost, watch the last video. I can figure out where I went from the video, can't I? Is that a good idea? That sounds like a fantastic idea. Yeah, just I'm getting excited about eating beans and sausages now out in the wilderness. Why is that so exciting? I don't know. It just is. There's the road. In a way, when you see the road, it makes it not adventurous, doesn't it? You're like, once you can see a road, you're kind of not having that much of an adventure. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll just record it, I guess. Yeah, I've got to be saying something here, haven't I? I'll tell you a bit about the barbecue bit, because I didn't record a lot of it. I had trouble lighting the goddamn thing. I was like, this is really annoying. And I was at home, my lighter upside down and all sorts. You missed all of that because I didn't record it. I thought I got enough video footage. Then I was paranoid that I put the barbecue out. So I put the steaks on. I thought, are these doing quickly enough? I thought, if I put this fucking thing out. I do realise with the barbecue though that you I have done a barbecue before, you know. You're meant to wait till the flames die down, aren't you? So I was sensible enough to do that. I waited a good sort of 10 minutes before I put the steaks on. Brought a knife and fork with me. There's a little river that you'll probably see, that I'll probably show in a minute, that I came across. And I think from watching that what do you call it, survival thing, if you got rocks in the river, it's safe to drink from, I think. Oh, is this the river here? There we go. It's a little stream. See, if you look at it, it's full of rocks or stones. It's like a stony sort of river. I think you can drink from it without boiling the water. I think so. But I'm not going to do that. I didn't do that here. I had some water with me. I wouldn't do it anyway. But yeah, I think... Well, the thing is, if I bring a pan with me, I don't even need to bring a bottle, do I? So I can just fill the pan up with water. That's very shallow, that river, but the bit further upstream was a bit more flowing. If I bring a pan with me, I can just put the water straight in the pan and boil it from that, can't I? I've drank from it before, though, river on Dartmoor, just like without boiling it, you know. Here's a little signpost. I was looking for things because I was so paranoid about going the wrong way and losing where I am. So I thought, if I find this signpost, I'm good. Whitchurch Down? You know where I am now if you want to look it up. Moortown. You won't find my house from that, though. Don't think. I don't care if you do, to be honest. If this gets 10 million views, there'll probably be some nut job that turns up at my door, won't there? Yeah. With like an axe. Or like, hey, do you want to go walking? And he's got like a fucking machete pointing it at me, and I'm like, not today, buddy. I guess all you'd have to do to find someone is just knock on every door, wouldn't you? Anywhere near there, knock on every door. You wouldn't know it was me, though, because I didn't show myself on camera. Kind of guess from my voice, though, couldn't you? Oh no, this is dodgy, isn't it? Right. Don't think I need to worry about stalkers just yet. With if it hits 10 million views, I think in that situation, if someone wants to find you, they're probably going to find you, aren't they? Unfortunately. This is the bit where I turned the camera sideways. So I was like, well, yeah, it didn't work, did it? I didn't leave it like this for long, luckily. Oh, there we go. That's even worse, isn't it? I think I need to get one of those GoPro things or something. They're what you need, aren't they, for this kind of shit? Not the phone camera works up the wrong way. I turn the camera back again in a minute. I keep yawning because I'm fucking tired. I want some beans and sausages now. I haven't had my breakfast yet. Do myself some porridge or something in a minute. Take porridge with me, couldn't I? Yeah, I gotta take milk. Yeah. I don't know how close I am now because I didn't check how long the video was. Does the camera go back up the right way in a second? I can't remember. Because I was like, what if this isn't right? I turned it that way up. What if this is worse than the other angle? I think I'm talking about my bottle of water or something. I was talking all the way through this, but the audio came out so bad. Recording the sky there for some reason. I did see a few other people in a few cars, but I was kind of trying to put the camera the other direction so you couldn't see that. I was trying to make it seem like I was in the middle of nowhere a bit more. It's weird watching it back. It almost doesn't look like the same place. Here's the bit where I had to stop the camera to get across the stream. Yeah, there we go. Normal. Because I was holding a bag and holding all my shit, and I thought I don't want to fall in the fucking river. This is the final bit here where I was climbing up the hill. Yeah. Never look back. That's always a terrible thing to do. I'm just trying to show the view there. I must have been saying something important there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but is there a couple people there in the distance? Because it's, I think, so well walked, a lot of it, there's a path, I think this is the bit where I realised how far that forest actually was going to be. Because I was walking towards that hill in the distance, and in person it looked kind of close. But when I started walking, I was actually, it's quite far. I reckon that forest would take me a couple days to get to. I'm tempted to try it. I may have a look on Google later on. And a map of Dartmoor. Figure out how far it actually would be in miles. And all that kind of stuff. Another thing I've noticed about YouTube videos and that. When you climb up, when you see people climbing up places or they never look as steep in the video as they are in person. It's like when I'm turning the camera backwards there. It was actually really steep. Sorry, it's actually quite high up. Oh, here's the water. That's how much water I brought. So what's that? It's like a 500 milliliter bottle. And at this point, I was absolutely gasping for a drink. I think I'm actually having a drink here. I was trying to wait until I got to the place I wanted to be to have a drink, but I was dying at first. I realised at this point I have not brought enough water. I was like, I'm dying of thirst. Yeah. The stupidest thing is, I had a full bottle of water at home. And I thought, no, I'll just bring the little bit that's left. I don't need that much. always bring more water than you think you might need. I think the water is the absolute key. You can, you don't need to have food. I think what actually happened, I was worried that if once I eat that steak, I thought I'm going to be even more thirsty. And I wasn't. I think once I stopped walking and I sat down, I was suddenly not as thirsty. And the steak didn't make me more thirsty. It was actually fine. The problem I was putting the barbecue out. I didn't have any water to put it out, and I had to sort of walk with it down to the stream. I didn't film going back because I thought, how long do I want to make this video? I thought I'm not going to film. And also you've already seen everything. So I only filmed a little bit going back, but I may stop the video and just cut the bit out where I walked back. Because it's already not that interesting, I realise that. So I'm like, well, I don't want to. Here we go. It looks more impressive the higher you get up, I think. I don't know if you can see it at this point in the video, but there's a mountain a load of rocks you can see just to the left. I'm not even filming it properly. And that's where I was trying to walk to. It's also interesting, to be honest, to see how long I was walking for. It must have been about the first sort of 15 minutes I didn't film. Must have been about an hour. I was walking for about 2 hours. I reckon I walked about maybe 2 miles an hour. Maybe about 4 miles. I'm hoping this audio is recording. It looks like it is. I've only got one microphone plugged into my computer, so it can only be from this. Is that a pony? I think this is where I see the ponies. There's a little bit more of them further on as well. Yeah, there's one in the distance. They're a lot more friendly than sheep. The ponies will actually come up to you. They won't run off from you. Which I get a bit worried about, not with me, but with other people. I get a bit concerned. I'm like, these annoying. I mean, a lot of people that go walking and things, like teenagers and things, but sorry, old people and things. You're not gonna attack ponies. I don't know. Maybe they would. What's the difference then? Well, you get donkeys, don't you? It's different breeds, isn't it? Obviously, this is how much I know. I'm an idiot. There, you can clearly see where I'm going now. Again, it kind of looked closer than it was. You see how this stuff happens? Like, these people get lost in these fucking places. Like, this is like an hour from my house. And I think I said at this point on the camera, if that wasn't for that road and the things I'd followed along the way, or the path, like, if that wasn't there and it was just like wilderness, would I be able to find my way back? I keep fucking yawning. And the answer is probably not. I think another thing to do, actually, if you're walking and things, don't be ashamed to like ask someone if you see somebody and you are a little bit lost, or you're even just like remotely confused. Don't be ashamed to go up to someone and say, hey, I'm a little bit lost, or just like, I am going that direction, aren't I, to get back to wherever you're getting back to. I think a lot of the people walking on Dartmoor, they're very experienced and they'll know where you're meant to be going and things. Yeah, don't be like one of those people that's like, no, I won't ask. Because I don't want to look like an idiot. And then half an hour later, you're like actually properly lost. And then you can't see anyone. Then you're like, I should just fucking ask that guy. You know what I mean? Don't be that fucking person, man. I think that's the thing of how I watch those survival things and that, like the ones where they get lost and that. There's like a point where they could have gotten out of it quite easily, but instead of fucking asking, they don't ask, and there's one I watched where they went away from the group and they could have gone back to the group and they didn't. Another thing you always hear is, if you're lost, don't move. Stay where you are. Because if you don't know where you're going, the chances of like going in the right direction, chances of not getting more lost is quite low, isn't it? You get these, I mean, this place is worse, much worse than Dartmoor. Like, there's where I'm trying to get to. I just assumed I could like put the barbecue behind a rock or something up there. Anyway, yeah, this place is like, I watch these ones where they get lost in like these jungles and that, and like, it's literally like the next thing they're gonna find if they just carry on walking is like hundreds of miles away, like hundreds of miles. Like if you get lost here, like on Dartmoor, like it can still be bad, but there's the view. Chances are you're gonna see another person, or there's roads and things, you know. Like I walked up here and there is other people around, you know. Oh, I think I stopped the video there, yeah. Oh, here's me actually on top of the rock, I think. Is this where I'm actually... Yeah, this is actually on top of that rock. I made it to the rock. Yeah. It was really, really windy. It was really fucking windy up there. Yeah, there, you can see them up there, look. Yeah. I was going to say, did I actually record a bit where you could actually see that I'm up there? I turned the camera off because I had to climb up it. And I couldn't do it with the camera. Well, it's one of those things where I don't want to twist my ankle, you know, and have to hobble back with a twisted ankle. There we go. There's the view right from the top. I twisted it round again. I don't know. I thought maybe that would be better. It was so windy. It was unbelievably windy. I couldn't stay up there for long. I was like, give you a quick view at the top, and I was like, right, I'm getting out of here. It was really fucking windy. You can see kind of the plants blowing a little bit there. It's me trying to get back down again. Yeah. I was thinking, my original idea was I'd have the barbecue up there. But when I actually got there, I realised it's incredibly windy. And my other thought was, well, if someone's walking, they're going to walk right up here. That's the first place you're going to go. You're going to walk straight up that bit. So I thought, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the barbecue somewhere where I think I walked to that rock in the distance where no one's going to bother me. I thought I'm going to find a rock to put it behind, so I was trying to shelter it from the wind a bit. I thought I'll just go down here where no one's actually going to bother me. Yeah, here we go. I think that rock there, you can just see it. I think that's where I walked to. I think here I was just contemplating where to go. I definitely wasn't going to walk any further at this point. I thought, right, I'm walking back from now on. I'm not walking any further. I've definitely gone far enough. Again, I'd walked about 15 minutes up a big hill before I started recording this. So I'd been walking for an hour at this point, and I had to walk back. Another thing I don't know if you're seeing, but there's sheep shit everywhere. Oh, where did I actually go here? I had to kick it out of the way to do my barbecue. There's just sheep crap all over the place. Oh, to that rock? I just couldn't even... Where did I go here? I didn't think it was this far from the other bit. Is it that bit? Here we go. God, where was this? Oh, there. It's weird how it doesn't look the same as it does in real life. It's an odd one where it's like it doesn't look like the same place almost. It's really strange. That was my little... That was where I decided I was going to have the barbecue. Just chilling out, sitting down in the shade. There was a little bit of shade there, see? I just sat my head in it. Morrison's bag. Yeah, there's the whole amount of water I brought with me. I thought I'd better save a little bit of water for the way back, or to like have after I've eaten. So I thought that steak is gonna I'm gonna properly need a drink after that. Oh my god, I'm a fucking moron, aren't I? Just bring a whole bottle of water, you know. I think I'm attempting to show you the barbecue in that now, but it was very awkward to record what you got to realise as well, it was really windy. So it was a little bit of a challenge to show like to show everything here. My little, yeah. £5 I paid for that. I couldn't get the fucking cling film off of the bloody thing whilst I was holding the camera. This was where I realised that there was nowhere I'd be able to hold the camera and do the barbecue. It was one of those things I didn't want to end up burning the whole of Dartmoor down. Yeah, I was kind of like, I don't want to burn Dartmoor down, so I'm going to put the camera down. I just skipped through the barbecue bit here. Just camera on my knee here. I can't be bothered to edit this out, so it still took me a while to get that bloody cling film off. I was like, I can't, or the packaging off. What I needed here was a little tripod to put my phone on, didn't I? That would have definitely solved all of this. I could have shown all my fucking issues I had with the barbecue. Tripods I'll bring next time. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. These are all the things you gotta have as a professional YouTuber, haven't you? Pissing down my rain now. Not on the video, but in real life. Wow, I thought it was meant to be sunny today. Never mind. Oh, I've moved the camera again. I don't know what the hell's going on with the camera. Yeah, I could have set the camera up, couldn't I, and just recorded all of this. Oh, nearly. There's my bag. Did I film anything interesting here? There's the actual thing. Finally got the packaging off of it. There's me trying to light it and record. And then I realised I couldn't even light it without recording. So, yeah, I was like, this is just not... This just wouldn't fucking catch light. I was afraid of blowing the lighter up because I was kind of, the flame was going back on itself. Could not get this thing to fucking light. I mean, here's the thing with going Dartmoor. I could probably, if I mean the little gas burner is the best thing to bring, I think. And you say you can bring charcoal and fire lighters and all sorts, can't you? But the thing is with the barbecue that you get the smell of it. With the little gas burner, you don't get all of that. So, you know, you got to go home in smelly barbecue clothes, you know. Yeah, this is me getting serious. I'm like, right, put the goddamn, put the damn phone down. I think I was trying to light it from the bottom. Oh, there we go. I got it going. Yeah, I was attempting to light it. There's little holes in the bottom, like the breathing holes, or maybe I can light it through there. But that didn't really work. I did eventually get the paper to set a light. This is where I was like, is someone going to complain if they see me doing a barbecue? I don't know. I don't know the rules around this stuff. There we go. Yeah, my idea was put it behind the wall. And that was because it was really windy. I think with the charcoal it's quite... I was worried I'd put it out at one point. I think with the charcoal it's quite... impossible almost to put it out, isn't it, once it's going? Yeah, when you do a barbecue, I mean, coming from the pro tip here, you Yeah, it says it on the back of the packaging. Yeah, really wait until the flame dies out, else you'll just burn everything. I think another thing is the barbecue disposable ones and that. You worry, oh, maybe I won't have enough. Maybe if I wait for the flame to die, I won't have enough time to cook the food. They go for quite a while, I think. You can cook quite a bit on it. I had 6 pieces of steak I'd bought. I'd only brought 4 with me here. I could have easily done all 6. You could probably do 12, honestly. You could probably bring 4 people with you and have like 3 bits of steak each. Does that add up maths wise? Yeah. That was good for me. Yeah. You could probably bring 4 people with you. On the back of the packaging, it said it took 20 minutes, I think. I'm just watching. I'm always fascinated by fires for some reason. I'm just watching the video. 20 minutes for it to actually, for the flame to die. I don't think it took that long. I think it was kind of maybe like 10. I'm just trying to look at the video, see how long it's taking. I was thinking of someone's going to come along and annoy me in a minute. A couple people did. There was a couple. I'm just skipping through the video, I think. There was a couple. There, that's ready. Look, you can see that. A couple of people walked right by me, and I said hello, and they went hello, and that was it. And there was a couple in the distance up the hill. But they didn't hang around for long. Here's me attempting to figure everything out here. This is where I thought I'd left my left the fork behind. Yeah, I didn't realise that I had a I actually had the fork with me. I was like, oh no, I didn't leave the fork behind. I could have suffered and just ate it with a knife, I suppose. I think I'm going to delete, because this is like an hour video, I'm going to delete the last, I don't know how much longer this goes on, but the last bit where I'm walking back, because it was a bit rubbish. And it adds nothing to the video. And I don't want to make the video 2 hours. Can I upload all this to YouTube? I don't know. If I can, I'll edit it down a little bit. I'll take a chunk off of it. I'll take a chunk out of the middle or something. There it is. Covered in blood. Denver steaks. I bought 3 for £10. 3 lots of those, 10 quid. I think that the sirloin steak's just got this thing around it, hasn't it? Like this name where has to where they just overcharge for it. That stuff's fine. I think it's a bit healthier. Healthier than the apparently it's healthier. I skipped through a lot of this, I think, so this bit isn't too long. They're quite thick bits as well. I was like, is this a great thing for the barbecue? I don't know how I think my steak, I don't know, I just do it how I like it, but I don't know how you grade it there is on the barbecue. I kind of think I like it like sort of medium rare. I think I kind of do it. I eat it whilst it's still a bit bloody, I think. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know if it's... I'm never ill after I eat it, so I must be doing it okay. 2 bits you can see I put on there before the other 2 bits. You can see 2 bits are doing a bit more done. It smelled absolutely delicious. Once it started to cook, I was like, oh god, this smells absolutely great. This stuff. Yeah, it did smell fantastic. I've got to do another one of these. It was. Now I'm watching it back. It was quite fun. It was just kind of like a little adventure, like because I didn't know where I was going and I didn't know if I'd brought everything I needed and all that. It's kind of like a little bit of an unknown. The unknown stuff's exciting, isn't it? Nothing better than watching some steaks cook on the barbecue, is there? Look at that. Oh my lord. I'm hungry now. I think that's why I'm enjoying watching it. So I haven't had any breakfast this morning yet. Look at that. Is there anything better in life? I don't think so. There we go, skipping the video. Burgers are alright on the barbecue, but I don't think you can beat... Tell you what's really nice, fish. Oh my lord, fish is absolutely delicious on the barbecue. If you get a bit of fish, oh my lord. I might get some fish next time. Bit of tin foil, bit of fish. Then I've got to bring a barbecue again, haven't I? A little bit of breakfast is great on the little gas thing as well, isn't it? If you never had fish on a barbecue, oh my god. Don't know what one to get though. Oh, they're all nice. They're all pretty good. Bit of tin foil. It's making my mouth water watching this. I had to clear away the sheep shit before I started this as well. I think what I'll do next time, won't bring a barbecue, I'll bring a little fucking gas burner thing, have a bit of breakfast. I'll be able to walk a bit further. Do a little bit, put my little tent up. I'm trying to do this shit while the weather's nice. Like, it's pissing down with rain now. It's making me really glad I did this yesterday. Because the weather's horrific today. You can walk in, you can do this shit in the rain. I know you can, but people... It's not fun, is it, when you're getting soaking wet in the rain? It's not as fun. Yeah, I'll wait for another... I might do this again next week, I think. I haven't got a tent or nothing. I have to, like, buy a tent and things. Just like a little one-manner. Yeah. Put it up by a river somewhere. Bring my little food thing with me. Bacon and egg. Yeah, you can say I was kind of. I think I'd done the steak just about right. It was just about done enough. The problem is I had nowhere to put the bits that were done other than on my plate. Here we go. I think this is after I've eaten it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the 2 bits that were done. I just put them in the cardboard on some tissue. Yeah. Oh, the steak, by the way, it was absolutely delicious. Because I normally like fry it. And you get the sort of the fattiness with that, don't you? It's healthier on the barbecue, isn't it? Obviously, because it was really sort of it's the like healthy tasting. Because I normally do it like a fry it up or something on in the pan with some oil. See, where this was like grilled, obviously, and it was absolutely delicious. I think because I'd walked as well. I'd had a bit of a walk. It's me just chilling out. Look, I think this is where the people were behind me, like on the mountain. I keep calling it a mountain on the rocks. Yeah, I was just chilling out here. Even at this point, I hadn't thought about how I'm going to put the barbecue out. I'm like, here's the pony. Yeah, the pony came up to me. He walked up to me from a mile away, which was really funny. I'm going to stop the video after this little clip. He had some grass in his hair, and I was trying to get the grass out of his hair. Obviously thought I had food. I didn't, unfortunately. I had the steak. I don't think you can feed... I don't want to feed a pony steak. I don't think you can do that, can you? I don't think that's a good thing, is it? Feeding them steak. He saw me from a mile off. He saw I was vulnerable and thought, right, here's a target. Once he realised I didn't have food, they're lovely animals, aren't they? He sort of just flashed his ass at me and went to join his friends. I didn't show you the bit where I was awkwardly walking down the hill with a hot barbecue in my hand. But what I did, once I got back to that river, I filled my bottle back up and poured that on it, and it was fine then. Yeah, I think I'll cut the video here. All the rest of it was just me walking back, basically. So yeah, over and out.